is a story from this week. I'm going to call it a signature mistake. Okay, and this is a bit of a comical situation I happen to find myself in, which I'd rather not, but it's happened now. And at the time, I didn't think it was funny, but of course, when you're in the moment, the seriousness of the situation takes over. But afterwards, you might be able to look back at it with some kind of humour, which I'm trying to do now. And maybe the guy involved seen the funny side of it as well, because he's much as to blame. So who we're talking about is a man that I've got in contact with, another musician who goes out with a band and gigs regular, and he bought himself a custom-made guitar pedal some time ago, one of 200 made by this company, and it's this really cool distortion. There's two pedals, buttons you press with your feet, and there's two types of distortion you can switch in and out. It sounds absolutely awesome. But however, he uses this pedal on this big rack, and it's his mainstay of his rig, and he's been using it for years, but it's developed a fault somehow. Every time he presses the button, there's a nasty pop happens through the guitar amplifier, and it's killing the sound. You can hear it during the performance, pop, and then on comes the distortion. It's no good. Right, so he'd gone on the musicians forum on Facebook crying help. And of course, guitar effects pedals are a niche market to repair. You'd be lucky to get people to look at your pedals for you. Of course, I'm brave enough because I like that sort of thing, and I've tinkered with guitar effects pedals ever since my teens and how do they work and fixing them and things. I used to make quite a bit of money off repairing them. Same with amps. So I put myself forward as pedal doctor. I'll help you out, mate. What's the problem? If at least tell us. We'll find out. He says it's popping sound, blah blah. Well, I'll have a look. Long story short, I end up with the pedal. I research online for this problem and find a number of fixes from a number of forums. I don't just take it from one source. I check across multiple sites, and there's a lot of people saying the same thing. So I go, okay, then I'll go with the mainstay. Applied a simple modification to the guitar pedal's internal power supply to stabilize it. Get rid of any excess voltage builds up in static, as per the forums. It didn't work, basically. I'm like, oh shit. I'd tighten things up and check for knackered joint, all the usual stuff. Anything broken or obvious, nothing. And it's a production board inside, custom made, double-sided tracks, and everything's soldered in so neat, and it's been made by a machine. And I'm like, oh, I am not taking that apart any further. So right back to the kid and say, look, I can't do anything with it. I've tried my best. I think the only thing you can do is write back to the manufacturer, because there's no what do you call it, circuit diagrams online. So write to the guys who made it and tell them the problem. It was working fine, developed fault, got man here, try and fix it, can't do it, help. So they came back and they basically said, send it back to them at their cost, and they're going to replace the unit. I would have thought it'd be easier, just give them another one. It's compliments or whatever. So where does this signature business come into it after all, like 4 minutes of waffle? Well, you see on the front of this guitar pedal, it's rectangular with two buttons here and all the dials, and across the middle was this kind of decal where it looked like a 1-inch brush painted on with a bit of cyan paint for decoration. And it was grubby from use and dust coated. And there was something that looked like marker pen badly. It was illegible. It was, not strongly written. Been there for a while, and it looked like horrible squiggle. And there was other markings on the thing, so I cleaned it off. Returned the pedal to the lad, got paid for what work I did do, for at least looking at it, and he went away knowing that he's going to send it off to the manufacturer and get it done. And then I get the text. The front of the pedal, he says, there was a signature on the front of it. Was there? Yeah. Oh, well, I did clean the pedal down and I thought I removed what was just black marker pen that was all around the pedal. He says, no, that's a rare signature. And I read that on the text and I went, oh, shit. I've just screwed off somebody's fucking signature. Oh my God. Sorry. I fessed up immediately. I didn't know it was, whose was it? He says he wasn't sure. He says it might be Biffy Clearo's autograph. There's no way you can get it done again. Right. And I said, fuck's sake, Biffy Clearo's autograph. God, oh my God, I'm in this shit now. And I said, look, I'm really sorry, dude. I'm really sorry. You know, if you had told me that what appears to be a bit of shitty scribble was actually a famous person's autograph, I wouldn't have fucking touched it. That's where the laugh came in. And the bloke did come back with his, fair enough, I didn't tell you right. He should have pointed it out. That signature's worth more than you're fucking ever going to earn in a year, whatever kind of value you'd put on someone's rare. Or, especially when you're never going to get the chance to catch up with the person to get it back. Excuse me, Mr. Clearo. Some stupid fucker in Durham wiped your signature off my pedal. Could you redo it for me again? There you go, son. Nobody gives a shit if you got Biffy Clearo's autograph fucking anywhere. It should be on the fucking album cover or the single, not on your fucking guitar pedal. The only person going to see it is you. You fucking bend down to press the button with your foot. Oh, it's Biffy Clearo again. I like Biffy. He's all right. Many of Horror. Good song, that one. So I got into shit for wiping off somebody's treasured possession that they should have took better care to protect. Could only happen to me. I'll watch myself next time. If anybody gives me anything to fix, is there anything on here that's like you don't want broken, destroyed, or wiped out by accident? What's this fucking thing worth I'm handling? Jeez, I'm going to be careful in the future. Hey. Well, all done, that story. Wiped out a fucking pop star's signature. And the bloke's going to get a new guitar pedal anyway, isn't he? It's not going to have fucking Biffy's signature on it either. I think you might just have to give up on that little bit of kudos for having a signature. Oh, and before I leave, I'll tell you one signature that I never managed to obtain. And there was a band in Newcastle back in the 80s called Venom. They were like the kind of forerunners of thrash music and death metal for the black metal for the area. It was a whole new thing. They were all on the bandwagon. And Venom regularly would go down the Rock nightclub, the Mayfair, every fortnight or so when they could. And I remember being in there with my mates and we'd spotted the little guy, Kronos, lead singer. Oh, it's Kronos, get over it. Fucking get over with a marker pen. Straight over. Pestering the shit out of them, you know. We haven't got no albums or anything. So I'm pissed up and everything. Just hand Kronos the marker pen. Really fucking stuff it in his hand and open up the inside of my biker jacket. It's like red panel. And I thought, just fucking write it in there. Can I have your autograph? See, give him the marker pen. And he bent down and sort of spun around on his heels, capped the marker pen and fucked off with it, bastard. I didn't care because I've got Kronos' autograph and I fucking went back to the table where I've got Kronos' autograph, look. And I opened my jacket and just said, no. It's fucking class, you bastard. You nick me pen. You don't give me the autograph and you write no on the inside of my jacket. I am fucking honoured. Beat that one. Right. Your fucking signatures. Catch you later.